Why don't you just take my blood? Yes, I'm old.
As a child, Burns lived happily in a northern state with his parents Clifford and Daphne Burns as the second youngest of 12 children, the youngest being George Burns and his teddy bear Bobo. As a child, Burns was so jubilant and amiable that his parents called him
Happy! Come here, Happy!
Yes, Mumsy?
Charles Montgomery Burns, was born on September 15, 1886. Hold up, is that right? Come to think of it, we don't know enough to categorically ascertain the age of Mr. Burns. I don't think so. How about we do it the other way around, where we would attempt to answer this question via comments of the fans of The Simpsons about Mr. Burns' age? Well, let's jump right into it. According to Noxonius, Mr. Burns' age has been sort of inconsistent throughout the series. Is he 80, 104, 200, or over 1,000? He's old enough to ask for dodo eggs for breakfast, to appear in the 19th century woodcut chasing children as an old man, and he once told Homer that his age was 4 digits. When he had to type in his bank pin, which is the same number as his age, he typed in 4 digits. Maybe he's just too senile to remember his true age? Is Mr. Burns even a human being or the incarnation of a ghost? In Agent Specs' view, Mr. Burns was supposedly born in 1886, which by the time the series debuted would mean that makes him 103 years old, and given the characters in The Simpsons aren't supposed to age, that would be his age through the whole series, except it isn't. In Season 2 episode Simpsons and Delilah, it's explicitly said that Mr. Burns is 81 years old, but in later episodes like Who Shot Mr. Burns, Homer Smithers, and A Hunka Hunka Burns in Love, he was mentioned to be 104 years old. Mr. Burns' age has changed again in Fraudcast News, where he claimed to have been 89 for a while now, and as the episode aired in 2004, that would place his year of birth at 1915. So we are all still in a galore of varied options about his age. Other allusions to age go way beyond being 104 years old. He said his age is in 4 digits, confirmed when he said his ATM password, which is his age, and it's 4 digits long. Burns has been shown in the 19th century images looking as old as he does now, and he claims to have survived 12 economic recessions, 8 panics, and 5 years of McKinley-nomics. In other episodes, specifically in flashbacks, he's either the same age or younger than Abe Simpson, but back in the present day, he's actually older. And then there's Cornelius Chapman, Springfield's oldest citizen at 108 years old until he passed away right after being kissed by Britney Spears when receiving the Springfield Award for the oldest person, with Burns immediately taking his place. Mr. Burns' age has been the writer's way to make multiple jokes and references to his historical events and other details, so it's not possible to know what his exact age is. However, with all that's been said about it and putting special attention to him being younger than Cornelius Chapman, Mr. Burns' age can be placed between 81 and 107. How he chooses to handle the question about his age is up to him. Of course, this is one of those mysteries that The Simpsons will never explain, as it would put an end to many jokes, so in a way, it's up to every viewer to choose how old Mr. Burns really is. At Cromulent Donut cements his own thoughts, thus Burns does not quote that he's 81 in Simpsons and Delilah. I would think this is pretty accurate, as in the Flying Hellish episode he's in the same platoon as Abe Simpson, and it will make sense that they are around the same age. There are several episodes where he's shown as a young man in World War II, so I would think 80s would be a good guess. However, it's a long-run joke with inconsistencies about his age. Smithers once reminds his Burns an ATM PIN number and he types in 4 digits. In the Mansion family at Pride of Springfield Awards, he stands up when Brockman asks who is over 100 years old. Complicating the question further, Noxosius expressed that, "I've also always noticed how Mr. Burns has like no visible wrinkles on his face despite being older than Grandpa. Probably has something to do with his high quality life extension treatments he can get with his money?" The next comment by Nitzy is kind of funny, I can't stop laughing. According to him, 104 is definitely the most frequently mentioned after Season 2. His social security number is 000002, so that might fit with that. He added that, although in one episode he claims to have been born on Pangea, which makes him over 200 million years old, and he ends his comment with an LOL. 200 million freaking years old? That's really got me cracking my ribs out. How could you do that to our beloved Burns? In contrast to all the views above, Atonic Fact pointed out that Mr. Burns was born in 1881, making him 134 years old. Could this be Mr. Burns' factual date of birth, 1881? That's the same year President James Garfield was shot. But do we know who shot Mr. Burns? Well, that's a topic for another day. So we're still not sure how old Mr. Burns is. If you have the answer, please drop it in the comment section below. We'd appreciate that. That's as far as we go in today's episode. If you enjoyed our video, please leave a like, subscribe if you're watching for the first time, and remember to turn on notifications. We'll see you on the next video. Take care.
Why don't you just take my blood? Yes, I'm old.